All right, here we go. Once again, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about building underwater with the Behemoth gates and how it can just be like a real pain in the ass. And I've discussed that in another video. I did watch my own videos before I decided what to do for today. Let me just get to what I'm getting at. Yeah. Okay, so if you saw my other video and I didn't scare you to death, what ends up happening... Let me open the door and I'll show you here. Who's thumping? Is that my Dodicarus? He's just doing his thing. All right. So I talked about this over here. So a Behemoth gate, when you're looking at it like this, like sideways, it crosses two foundation pieces. You could see it right there. One piece, two piece. And then what I do is I drop some pillars to make up for the fact that there was a gap there. There's just no way around it. Doesn't make it necessarily look aesthetically pleasing or disgusting. It's just a thing. It's the only way around it. And when you do a Behemoth gate, I got one up in the air here. You've got the little thin pieces like an L shape. You can see the L shape. That should be your inside. Bam. With the thicker piece, know what I'm saying? That should be the outer piece. So with that in mind, you can see that everything is lined up. But sometimes you go in the water and you see all that seaweed over there. I'm just not ready to go in case the piranhas decide to castrate me. Watch this here. See how it's perfectly flush on the fence, on the ceiling? Watch this now. See how it's hanging off the edge? Perfect. That's what you want to do. So I built pillars and ceilings to go all the way around, because you want to do that first. You want to build your perimeter first with sealers and sealers. Ceiling pieces and pillars like this, you want to do your perimeter first. Then what I was doing was placing fence foundations, right? I did that in my other video. Work with me. That's why you could see all the fence foundations right there at the bottom of the gate. You just line them up one after the other, bada boom, bada bing, like you're playing Minecraft. But what happens when you're underwater and you can't see where... Like, look. Where's my fence foundation? You could see it here. Where is it here? Where's it snapping? Exactly. That's what this video is about. So as I continued the perimeter, took a bit of work, do it with wood, because it's a lot less resource intensive. You just follow it all the way along. Again, this is my inside, see? L shape. Not as wide on this part. When we go to the other side, look at the wall. It's much wider. And look, this was done with a combination of a fence foundation and a ceiling piece, and it snaps together. This was done with just metal foundation. It snaps together the same. It literally, to the nanometer, whatever, lines up. And with the trick that... Yeah. Can't hold your breath any longer. Useless bastard. So what you want to do on the inside, you could see it here. Remember I told you. See? Well, I mean, I can't snap it, but you see how that Behemoth gate covers two? So on the outside is where you want the ceiling piece. You want the thicker part on the outside. You also want the ceiling piece on the thicker piece over there. And then on the inside, you want the fence foundation to half be off of it. If you line it up perfectly, you're going to end up having your Behemoth gate sticking out a couple of inches. Nobody wants that. Know what I'm saying? Nobody wants that. So now I'm doing, like every other piece. I don't have to do every single piece because I'm doing ceilings. If you're just doing foundations, well, they all have to snap together. You have to do 50 in a row. If you're doing ceilings, well, then I guess you don't need to do that now, do you? So now when we go to place it down, watch what happens. See how it snapped? You could see its snap points. Move in a bit. Oh, I moved in too much. I'm in too deep. Move it over. Boom. See? Look at the green. See how it's perfectly intersecting, like it's mingling in? That's how it's done. Bam. Like that. Then you check it out. Yeah, everything's flush. You got 20 seconds to pick up, 30 seconds to pick it up if you made a mistake. Now let's look at our double wall with the two gates coming together. Yeah, never mind the height. Obviously, the height's going to change because the floor is changing. See? Look at those two sections. Oh, my God. Useless bastard. Yes, I could wear a scuba mask. I didn't feel like it. So now, as you could tell... Actually, I kind of botched that, to be honest. Yeah, I screwed up. You want some of this? You don't want none of this, cowboy. See you in Hades. I screwed up because I should have placed more fence foundations. Oh, no, I didn't screw up. Never mind. Yeah, see? And if I wanted to build more... Yeah, see? Again, not all the way in. Not flat, a little off. See that? Not all the way in. Oh, my God. Not all the way in. Little bit out. You want it to stick out. Yeah, you could tell it stuck out a little bit. Now what I'm going to do, because a Giga, a Titan is not walking around this little corner, okay? They're... Holy shit. My Shadow main, by the way, has unlimited breathing underwater. This Peckerhead, on the other hand, I could hold my breath underwater longer than this jabroni can. There we go. So now what I'm going to do, because maybe I don't want, like, a manta ray coming underneath. Right? Remember, you could go every other piece. A ceiling with a pillar, just a ceiling. You could put a second one down, but then you can't go any further than that. That's why every other ceiling piece has a pillar. So it has something to hold on to. You can't just, like, run out 20 ceiling pieces in the middle of nowhere with just one pillar. But I'm going to overdo it because, look. Whoops, pardon me. By the way, that was in-game. Just want to clarify. See how I was able to go in between? You don't want that shit. You don't want that to happen. So we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't ask me what that was. I'm going to make about 8 pillars here. Would you get off them? It's not your type. What are you shaking there? What you getting all excited for? I was gonna say you got a Woody for the rock. He's got a Rocky for the... Get it? Instead of a Woody. Woody. He collects stone. He's got a Stony for the... Anyways. And that's why I do cringe comedy. Because I'm ridiculous. We go to my bird. And, let's just start with 6 and see what happens. You kind of fill it in, you know what I mean? Now, if I wanted to, I could place Behemoth gates all perfectly leveled on those metal ceiling pieces. And we're good to go. Again, to recap why we didn't do that originally, doing them on ceiling pieces is because look at how beautiful and sandy the beach is. The hell is this shit? But now that we're getting deep and we're getting a lot of seaweed, like I said, right? It's getting a little bit ridiculous. That's why I started, once I couldn't see what I was doing. To recap, we went from just placing the foundation into the ground to building our fence foundation, onto a pillar with a ceiling. And the fence foundation on a ceiling is perfectly lined up with the one on the ground because of the method that I showed you. And then you use your own discretion, like, do I need to put a pillar underneath there? I did. There's a little pillar there. You can see it. Do I need to, place one here? I mean, I don't. Whoops. Yeah, see, it's a little... Nah, I didn't want it to do that. I love that feature. 30 seconds, you botch. Oh, my. One of the next things I make is a goddamn scuba mask. Because you think, underwater. Might be thinking to yourself, hey, McFly, scuba tank. But I also have 200 oxygen. Oh, wait. Was I doing this one? No. Oh, this is a little bit of a pain. Oh, Jesus. First of all, we're getting warmed up. We're getting hungry. Because when you're cold, you use up more energy. You go through your hunger quicker. So we'll fill that up. We'll use our tech canteen. It provides hot or cold water. We're gonna... try and... I know it's possible, because... I mean, technically, I could just leave it... Like, for example, the ones in the... the ones in the middle are always harder to do. It's kind of weird. So you have to kind of do it backwards, but sometimes when you do that, the nub that sticks out isn't the same size. Yeah, I know that sounds really bad. And yes, I'm gonna build a gate for that one. I just really want to snap it down. Oh. That's it. Did we do it? We did, but we don't have the nubs underneath. I'm OCD, but you see that? Maybe I'll do it later. It technically, it looks better that way, but it's not uniform with the rest of my shit. But you can't see that. Nobody's hiding out underwater to be like, oh, he missed his little nubby. It's not sticking out. That's it. I'm unsubscribing. That's not happening. So I'll let that one go. Every other one. Again. No. Anyways. Let me just focus here. You little whore. Imagine back in the day, that would have been a wasted pillar. There was no... You got 30 seconds to pick it up if you didn't like the placement of it. That shit didn't exist when I last played, so... Can I really complain? Yeah, I still can. Alright, we're gonna do it. From the bottom here. We did it backwards. We did it from the back, you know what I'm saying? That was terrible. But yeah, so we cover those in. Only a human can get by. There's no enemy humans in here. So I'm not worried about it. I'm worried about the goddamn sharks and shit. The piranhas. That's the shit you gotta look out for. That. There we go. Oh, would you suck it up? Yeah, and then this one's gonna be... You know, this... Whoops. That's not quite... Is it? Is it lined up? It is. Okay. Sometimes it looks like it's not. Oh, man. I got a headache today. There's always something going on with me lately. How many more pillars did I say I needed? I don't even know. Let's do... Ding ding. Let's do 2. And... Let's build... Let's build that shit. The gate for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come here, Dickerus. That's nice. Come here. Takes a big ol' shit. Okay. Let's pump the bird. In case you're wondering what I'm doing here. The Argentavis and the beaver. Okay? They have a smithy. So that you can build shit on them. Just think some people do Behemoth metal gates. Fuck that shit. It's overkill. You don't need it. And I'm not downplaying it. Is it better? It's better. Do you need it? That's what I'm getting at. Alright. Back in the water. Let's warm ourselves up. Da, 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 da. Yeah. I feel like he's too far. Yes, I know I can have him follow me. Ah, you got me. Fuck. Seriously? I'm 1 pillar too short. It's not long enough. I wish there was a pillar. Or whatever. And it just snaps and it's the whole length from both snap points at the top and at the bottom. But the longer it is, you know what I'm saying? The more materials is required. So if it's 3 pillars long, then it would take the resources for 3 pillars. It's as simple as that. It's going to be a nice short video. These things are insane in the water. Unlimited water breathing. Unlimited power. Okay. Are we sticking up? I guess we can't see because Get it? It's all the way in there now. Maybe this, Yay! You see that? Single pillared. There's no giga. I mean, I might place another one, not like right now. But yeah, I'm probably gonna do one last Behemoth gate. But, I mean, come on now. Yeah. We're good. And now that it's daytime, I want to show you my ocean platform. It don't... Holy shit. It only weighs 90 for the weight. Just a second there. We're gonna take a tape. Nah, you know, yeah, let's... Never mind the owl. Tape Pajera. What do we got going? Oh, you got a lot of shit on you. Can you pick my fat ass up? You can. Alright, so now let's, again, you build your base where you want. You build out ceilings that keep continuing out of your base. And you pillar ceiling, you follow it out of your base, then obviously you destroy it. Kind of like what I did over here on the right. So that everything is lined up. And that's how I started doing my, my perimeter. Originally, again. That's the old one right there. I used to come out to there. Decided to bring it in a little bit more. And then that's when I started putting the ceilings down really close to the ground. And doing the whole fence foundation thing so that everything... Even though I might have some on an angle, helps if I... Even if I have some on an angle, there we go. It's all straight. It's all snapped at perfect 45-degree angles. Or in this case, on a 90-degree angle. We're about to run out of energy. There we go. You can see now. Obviously, that brown part I'm just using as a walkway to put my... my ocean platform. I'm going to bust out over there where that orange-brown shark is. I'm going to take out that ceiling and pillar. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to spread it out more to out over there so that I'm taking over the shallow shores. And then I'm just going to seal everything off the rest here, all with cement. Where it's all shallow, you can see it. Where it's all light brown. Where it's not the deep blue sea. I'm going to follow it, do a perimeter. And do the pillar and stone foundation so I have a bigger water pen. Oh, that's a beautiful thing because it's summertime. There's shiny colors. Oh, a 90 pterodon. A bright green. At least I think it's a summer color. I don't fucking know. So that's it. I'll show you one last thing. Or maybe, actually, I should do that for another video, to be honest. But I will do this. I'll show it to you, but I won't show you how I'm going to place it. Because that'll be the excuse for the next video. See? See in the air? It's massive. It's psychotic. It's a 20 by 20. So what I mean by that is a ceiling piece like this whole big square, like this is 20 by 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. So from here all the way to my wall there, and then the same direction, you know, like a square. That's how massive it is. So this is how long it takes to run across one side of it. That right there was 20 foundations. Okay? With a hole in the middle, you can seal it off with ramps to go underwater. You could put a floor, you could build walls, behemoth gates. It's a true water platform, all in one piece. Because of the clusterfuckery, or whatever it's called, the clusterfuck of a mess it is to place pillars in the ceiling and pillar. Holy fuck. They're just like, here, bitch, plop. Right? So it's pretty wild. Actually, you know what? No, I won't do it. I was going to show you on single player, but I'm like, fuck that. I don't want to make this video too long. So that's it. As always, if you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. I mean, it does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. If you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I don't care. And I'll send this thing after you in the middle of the night. Exactly. You heard what I said. And quit looking at me. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally, I just fed you. That would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. And maybe I'll see some of you in the next video. Bye for now.